From any file that you upload, Plotly will turn into grids for you. So this is an example of some data about NHL player sites. So you can make new grids just by pressing new grid, and that will open up a grid, and you can copy and paste in data, or you can import data from Dropbox or from Google Drive, or different files that you have on your computer. And it's all just web-based, so all of this just lives in the cloud. So to get to any of this, all you need to do is go to plot.ly, and it will launch a sign-up page for you. And that's where you can create a free online account. And from there, you can just start plotting. So from within, once you have data sets up, you can do things like stats and fits and functions. So if you want to analyze any of your data, it's column-based here, so we can say, oh, I'd like to learn more about this. And Plotly will calculate data for me and let me know the characteristics of the data that I'm looking at. Now, maybe we want to make some graphs from this. So to do that, it's all just column-based as well. So I can pick any of these graph types here: 3D, polar, line, bubble, scatters. They're all here. And then, so let's do a histogram to look at the height of all of the players on the team. So here we just press X, and it'll make a histogram for me. And now I can see each bin here will show me the number of players from the 2013 NHL season that are in this category of height in inches. And so I can edit everything about the plot from here. So NHL player height 2013. And then we also have all of these different themes that you can apply if you want to change the colors. And everything about the plot itself is also editable from here. So you can change the bins on histograms, you can change colors and fonts and group gaps between things. You can change size, margins, anything about the axes, whether that's lines or ticks, layout. Everything that you see in the graph, essentially, you can style, and then we can also add fits to our plots. So if you want to add a Gaussian fit that shows me the fit for this overall data set, I can do that right here. And then Plotly will even calculate the R-squared, the mean squared, and the fit parameters for me. And then we can just click this, and then it'll even let me add an annotation right onto the plot that lets me know those values. So this is an initial view at how a Plotly graph looks in the Washington Post. And right here it's just embedded by the author, Dylan Matthews. And like any Plotly graph, when you hover on it, it shows hover text and shows what you're actually looking at. And then you can look down here at one that's slightly more complicated. And one of the fun things about any graph, no matter where it's embedded, is you can zoom, and you can turn traces off and on, and you can pan, and you can do all of this from just the embedded view of the graph, regardless of where it's embedded. So whether that's in blogs or other websites that you've built or applications that you've built for any given graph, you can make it interactive anywhere. And so if people click through at the Play with this data button, this is the type of page that every graph has. So any given graph will always be hosted at a URL. And from the URL, you can see the data that's used in a graph, and then also the code to make it with different programming languages. And then you can upload extras. So if you have other data or code or files that you want to share with a plot, you can do that too. And then from the plot itself, if you want to embed it somewhere, all you do is get this little embed snippet. And this is how people embed their graphs.